My friends, what is happening? What is happening? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin podcast, a show where we discuss trending stories and thought-provoking topics from the fields of politics, sports, and pop culture, and so much others. I mean, we speak a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. I hope you all are doing great today on this awesome Monday. I believe it's President's Day. Yeah, happy President's Day, whatever. Um, but no, thank you so much for tuning to the show. Here, this show is brought to you by Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Rugged is the new smooth. Gonna be kind of moving on quickly through this program because your boy has an event I have to attend after this. So I'll try to not make this episode too long for the listeners. But I still want to kind of give you some up, up to date on some new stuff happening. Really in music, sports, and just some stories that really caught my attention. So, as you know, during the well, for one, before I get to that, I got my dad joke book right here. So let me actually get you a dad joke. All right. How can you make the waterbed bouncier? Huh? Anybody? Anybody? Use spring water. Get it? How do you make the waterbed bouncier? Use spring water. I thought that was funny, but obviously, obviously, you guys don't know good humor when you hear it or when you see it. Whatever. Okay, moving on. Y'all like Arrington, get with the damn program. Um, Beyonce made a huge announcement during the Super Bowl. Her Super Bowl commercial was very memorable because you rarely see Beyonce in Super Bowl commercials. At least I don't see her in commercials in general. But especially Super Bowl commercials because she's very private. The only time you see Beyonce is sometimes during an award show or if she's launching new music, performing, so on and so on. So she made the announcement that she will be launching a country album. Now, for the Beehive, I mean, that's dope because hey, it's a new album. A lot of people in the country world are not happy. A lot of fans are not happy. Now, the issue what I have with the fans and even public figures in country music that are voicing their frustration publicly, you have to realize being a artist, and I'm no singer or anything, but I'm learning stuff behind the scenes because I happen to be I'm working with this new show in production called The Full Package. It's a singing songwriting competition, and being behind the scenes watching all these contestants, watching what the judges say and this and that, I learned so much from them. And it's so important to be versatile, not really just in music, but anywhere. You want to be versatile. You don't want to limit yourself in one box, one genre. If you're a music artist. So Beyonce has been well known to be a person that can do R&B, pop, and gospel, and she kills in every avenue. Same goes for, I don't know, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift started at country and now she's pop. Now the top three, I think, most profited genres in music is hip hop, pop, and country music. That's just my opinion. I've look at arena sizes. I've seen all the music events, and it's like, whoa, which one garners the most money? Country, hip hop, pop. Okay. Um, the question is, of course, why country? Why now country for Beyonce? Beyonce has won 32 Grammy awards. She is a I mean, she is a powerhouse. She is the epitome when it comes to a music icon, a living legend, a living icon. I mean, in our very eyes, we watched her from Destiny's Child to going solo, acting. She does it all. But my frustration is the fact that people are really getting pissed the fact that why is she doing country music? I mean, to the point where country stations have refused to play Beyonce's music because they look at it as a someone who is not a true country artist. Um, I feel as though it's unfair for a person to even where do they have the credit to say, oh, she's not country. First of all, you realize Beyonce is originally from Houston, Texas. That's her hometown. She's a Texas. It don't get no more country than Texas. She is country. She's always been country. She just happened to start off by singing in a different genre, but she's always been country. And here's another thing too. A lot of these individuals that are criticizing Beyonce coming into country music, I'm sorry, but they're white people. And sorry to break it to you, but country, if I'm not mistaken, and this is still Black History Month, country music was originated by Black people. We got the Charlie Pride. I mean, even right now, it's a whole new resurface of stars that are Black artists that are taking over country music. War and Treaty. Oh my goodness, what's her name? Mickey Geisen. Uh, um, Kane Brown, Charlie Pride, the late Charlie Pride. You have Linda Martell. I mean, there's so many individuals when it comes to country music of color that have paved the way, that have made country music extremely popular. And here's another thing too. Why are y'all not criticizing like Keith Urban? I have nothing against Keith Urban. He's an amazing artist. I like some of his songs. But Keith Urban is from Australia. He's an Australian country singer. You know what I mean? Like, where is the criticism coming with this whole, oh, she's just trying to take over country music, this and that and the other? And like, do you think on it? Like, for example, is it like if LeBron says I'm gonna retire from basketball and I'm try out for baseball, I'm gonna take a dip in the baseball pool. Why is that an issue? If he does, he's just showing that hey, he loves he it's a sport that he loves. He wants to pursue it. She sees a genre that she enjoys. I just bit my tongue. She has a genre that she loves and enjoys, and she wants to pursue and do a country album. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? So this article is reported by ABC News, but I'm actually looking at an article by the Huffington Post, and it's titled. I recommend to read it. It's titled "Allow Beyonce to Remind You Where Country Really Came From." Okay, where country music really came from. Now, a lot of people are bringing up that, oh, is this just because it's a part of the whole back and forth? Who's better, Beyonce or Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift or Beyonce? Now, I would love to, and I will. I'm working on it. I want to have a conversation with diehard Swifty and somebody from the Beehive all in one room. I want to have the conversations on why is their artist better than this artist and vice versa, right? And you're probably saying, Arrington, why are you even trying to compare? Why are you even trying to compare the two? Because they're two different individuals. Yes, they are, but it's a discussion that goes around in groups that continues to resurface back and forth, and it will be another Jordan and LeBron conversation. It will be another Michael or Prince conversation. It's so many conversations you can, Martin or Fresh Prince conversation. I mean, literally, I keep on thinking of stories where we're always having these like, friendly debates on who's more popular, who's better, who has better sound, this and that and the other. Now, a reason why I bring this up is because there is an individual, and let me go ahead and come out of this one. But it's so uncalled for, the fact that, okay, new music sparking controversy in the country music world. Again, B can do whatever the hell she wants to do. You didn't say anything when you had Lil Nas X. You didn't say anything when Nelly did a song with Florida Georgia Line. I mean, you have a combination of people that are just being haters on Beyonce. You have people that are being, in my opinion, offensive because it's a black female that is now taking a dip in the country music world. You're being rude the fact that she is a female, and let's be honest, there's probably country music is a genre where you do have a fan base of people that probably don't really like black people. That's just me. And that's like, in the public eye, it's like I will never attend a country music concert, but I love country. Chris Stapleton to me is not really country, but he's one of my favorite singers. I love the Love and Treaty. I love Luke Combs. I love of course, Rascal Flats. Oh my goodness, what is Lady A. It's another group, and I can't get it out of my head. I Got a Girl Crush. It was that group. Y'all keep me posted on who that group was. But let me come out of this article. This story here is really what caught my attention. This actor John Schneider and an OAN host. It's an article. Let me go ahead and bring it up for you guys. And if you're wondering, like, who is John Schneider? So he is known for being, I believe, from the show Dukes of Hazards. He was also on the popular soap show on what was that show? What was that on OWN called The Have and the Have Nots. And a little more about this guy who looks like he's been boozing all day. Okay, he played Bo Duke in the Dukes of Hazard. He was a star. He played in Smallville. He played on the Have and the Have Nots for, I don't know. He played on there for a minute, and he's been a very vocal, interesting individual because he's vocal about his political opinions. He's very, in my opinion, far right. If you appear on OAN, which is a very far right conservative network, you are very far right. I mean, who even? I thought they closed. I thought they like closed down, and even though they were still open, or still in existence. But he is also a country music star, and this you can see it right there appearing up. So OAN host and John Schneider stir up drama over Beyonce's country tune, like a dog peeing on your tree. Now let me go ahead and pull up this audio for you guys. Let me see if I can get that for you.
Industry just won't leave any area alone, right? They just have to seize control over every aspect, don't they?
They've got to make their mark, just like a dog in a dog walk park. Every dog has to mark every tree, right? So that's what's going on here. Shania and the other folks you talked about, what they did is they were in country music and they went out because I know a little something about country music, and they seem
the lefties in the entertainment industry.
Let me go ahead and get that out. Because I'm not gonna give this man any of the time of the day for that awful insult. It's like a dog that has to mark its spot by a tree. So who's the dog, John? Who are you calling a dog? But hey, that's the world we live in, y'all. That's the world we live in, where people just think it's so comfortable to disrespect and say what they want to say, and it's my freedom of speech to say what I want, and this and any other. Once again, I'm an advocate for free speech, but when it comes to hate speech, it's totally different. And I mean, and here's the funny thing too, and if y'all shout out to journalist Roland S. Martin. He is the host of Roland Martin Unfiltered. He's the founder of the Black Star Network. He's a journalist who I have nothing but the utmost respect for. I hope to meet him someday. I'm a true fan of his work. He posted on his social media. This was funny. He said, "Okay, hey John Schneider, why didn't you tell OAN what it felt like to be paid all of that money by Tyler Perry of Tyler Perry Studios to star on a black show on a black network, OWN and Oprah? Tell them what you did strutting on the NAACP Image Awards red carpet. No woke talk there. I personally witnessed John Schneider attending numerous black events, smiling and taking pictures with black women. But now he's pissed that black women, Beyonce, dares to do country music. John is saying country music is reserved for white people. He is full of shit. I quote, I'll say it. John Snyder's career was revived by Tyler Perry on OWN TV and Oprah and black people. Now that his pockets are full. Now that his pockets are full, he wants to trash black people. I hope all cast members of the Have and Have Nots are seeing this. I quote again, this asshole for who he is. He's despicable. That's all quoted by Roland S. Martin. He posted that on his IG. Go follow Roland S. Martin right now. He's very vocal. He doesn't hold back his tongue and his views. And you know what? I can't disagree with Roland Martin, because at the end of the day, a lot of people comes out to criticize one or the other after, okay, like why now? Why? When did you become so vocal? What did you think all these years? Because this didn't just happen overnight. You've always had these beliefs. You literally called the most selling, the most popular, the best singer, artist, entertainer of all time, who is a black female. You just called her a dog, dude. Who are you? Who are you? What is your album? I never heard no John Snyder. I mean, to piggyback what Roland said, I ain't never heard this man until the Have and Have Nots, and I rarely watched that show. I didn't watch no old school Dukes of Hazzard. Like, what else do you see him on besides looking half crazy, like he just woke up, hadn't took a shower in like 50 years? But he's the person, he's the voice of reason. He's the person that you bring on to talk about this. Phil, give me a break. Let me tell you something. Beyonce, you keep on doing a damn thing. I'm excited to hear the album. I know it's gonna kill. I hope you win all the awards. You should never be receiving this crib. But you know what though? That's when you know you're a successful and a powerful person. When you start ticking people off, when the haters start getting bigger and bigger, which I mean, obviously I know you have your haters, but that's when you know she's doing something. Okay. That's when you know you're popular, when you start having all these haters. But I just wanted to speak that on, take that into consideration, y'all, on, versatility, right? Being a versatile person, being a versatile individual. Don't ever let anyone trying to bring you down if you want to do something out of the norm that hasn't been done, or that's something out of your I don't know. If you are a excuse me, if you are a person that is a cook and you cook mostly soul food and you want to try and cook Mediterranean, do so. If you are a person in real estate and you want to maybe become a journalist, do so. If you pursue what you want to pursue, don't ever let anybody tell you how to pursue, or don't ever let anybody control your journey on your pursuits, right? What you want to do. Don't ever let anybody tell you how to live your life. Don't ever let anybody tell you how well, I want to do this. If I were you, I would stay what you're doing now, okay? And just succeed there. Don't try and come in my field. Don't try and no, don't do that. Don't ignore outside noise, y'all. Ignore outside noise and continue to grow as an individual, to grow your brand by all means. Again, I think this is a huge move. Beyonce's rocking the country outfits with the cowboy hat and all, looking great. And I think it's awesome. I think, again, it just shows how amazing of an artist she is. She's not an R&B singer. She's not a pop star. She's not a rock star. She is an artist, and being an artist means you are pieces of everything all in one big kabobble, one big casserole, one big jambalaya. Okay. So kudos to Beyonce. All right. Let's see here. Okay, moving on. My last story. I told you I was gonna move kind of quickly through this pod, but last story I want to bring up is Ryan Clark, my man Ryan Clark, sports commentator, former NFL star, Super Bowl champ as well with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ryan Clark had made an announcement that bring this up. And this is reported by The Sun. I'm not really a fan of the way that the title was. Free agent Ryan Clark wakes up unemployed, but has an offer on the table after the Stars contract, ESPN contract will expire. So Ryan Clark has been a fairly popular voice on ESPN's lineup, and you see him on First Take, you see him on literally every shows, pregame shows of NFL games. Very popular guy. He's to me, he's grown a career better in journalism, and as a sports commentator, and just as a person, a media personality in general. His career has grown more than his football career. He was a hell of a football player. Okay, he was a hell of I think he did like 13 years. I think he has 1 or 2 rings. Hell of a football player. But Ryan has garnered a career in media he's also the co-host of the Pivot podcast, hosted by him, former NFL star Fred Taylor, and also former NFL star Channing Crowder. And it is a dope show. Let me tell you something. The content shows, the podcast shows now, man, especially from former athletes. I mean, you see the growth now with Shannon Sharp, with his program Club Shay Shay, as well as Nightcap, that has another former NFL player, Chad Ochocinco. Cam Newton is building a huge media platform with his that is so dope. I mean, they're all continuing to just do great things in media, and it's exciting to see how they transition outside of sports, because why? They're versatile individuals. Going back to that word versatile, versatility. You have guys like Michael Strahan, who has already he's 14 or 15 years in the league, Super Bowl ring with the New York Giants, Emmy winning host from what was it, Live with Kelly and Michael. Now he's one of the top paid voices on Good Morning America. Move on to Nate Burleson, I think is his name. Former wide receiver. I did about 11, maybe 13 years in the NFL. No Super Bowl rings, but had an amazing career as a media personality. He's one of the 3 voices on CBS Morning News. Sports figures are continuing to be the people that you go to in media. It's so dope. But for Ryan Clark, I mean, I'm curious. I hope that he's well deserved of an extension. He is well deserved for more money that he got paid prior, because he is an important voice that people respect, to get his insight on, his take on sports when it comes to football. Now, even in other sports. I mean, he's really been that person where people want to hear his take if they're talking about basketball or baseball or any other sports. Now, if something is not done with him in ESPN, does that mean he goes to Fox Sports 1? Now, that's something to think about, because Fox Sports 1 is the competitor to ESPN. Obviously, nothing can beat First Take. It's the highest grossing, highest rated and viewed sports debate show in all of television. Undisputed is still second place to them. But it would be a great if he goes to FS1, they have to give him his own show. I can't see him being a commentator or somebody that just appears on different shows. He's probably cool with that, but I would like to see if he leaves ESPN, give this man his own show, where he brings on some of his friends on. Pivot has already continued to grow, so I don't know if that means he's just going to be full time with Pivot. I don't know. But we never know. We never know what the future holds. It's 2024. It's still the beginning of the year. So it is it's interesting. It is interesting, and we shall see on future news about this. Again, this just happened or pretty recent with Ryan Clark's contract expiring at ESPN. So we will see if he's going to stay or if he's going to go. We will see, y'all. But until next time, I hope y'all enjoyed this very brief even though it's like about going on 25 minutes, but of course I can always talk with you guys for hours, but like I said, I have an event I have to attend after this. Please do me a favor, continue to tune into the Arrington Gavin podcast. New episodes drop every Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Audio versions drop at 10 a.m. Via podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, iHeart, Odyssey, Apple. like I said, wherever you get your podcasts. Also, do so tune into our video version at 5 p.m. new time. Used to be 1 p.m., but we moved on to 5 p.m. on YouTube and Rumble. Now, YouTube is R Smooth Club Media, okay? R Smooth Club Media, and Rumble is the Arrington Gavin podcast, okay? The Arrington Gavin podcast. Like I said, we got some great stuff happening with the program. Going to continue to grow. Going to bring on some more guests, bring in some more thought-provoking conversations here on the pod. We continue to grow this platform 24/7. Also, tune into my weekly radio show called In Your City. Okay, In Your City, hosted by myself, along with my good friends, comedian Ciroc Fox, Hustle Queen Miss Michelle Young, and I also got to acknowledge our behind-the-scenes crew, our producer Mr. Cam Godley, as well as Alvin Hunter. We appreciate them. Tune into that show every Sundays at 12 p.m. on WNSB 91.1 FM. No worries if you cannot find us on your radio dial. You can download the app. It's free, WNSB app. Again, every Sundays 12 p.m. on WNSB. Until next time, my friends, y'all enjoy yourselves. I will talk to y'all later. Next show, I will be sitting down with my good friend, Mr. Les Smith. He is a retired sheriff, doing a community leader in the Chesapeake, Virginia area. And he is going to be running for Chesapeake City Council. So I'm going to be excited to have him on to talk about, his key issues that he's going to be running for and why people should run for him. It'll be a great and impactful and conversation. So please tune into that episode right there. That will be episode 74. 74, y'all. Look, I can't wait until we get to 100, man. I'm already kind of predicting what we're going to do. What we're going to talk about. So I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Take care. I'm out.